back with another book video. I didn't think it would come this soon, but I was really inspired by Destiny did a video of all the books on her fall TBR, so I thought I would do the same thing today. So, this is a little quick fall autumn TBR. A lot of the books are inspired by this season. There's a lot of books on here, and I haven't been reading too many books lately, but might as well be ambitious. It might be fun. Plus, I feel like in the fall and in the winter, I read a lot more because it's just like such a cozy thing to like read and everything. So I'm back in the reading spirits again. So yeah, let's get started. So these are not in any particular order or anything. First is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've had this book I got this last spring, and I love the hardcover style of it. I like that it's a hardcover, but it's got like the matte cover, and it's just, there's no dust jacket or anything. I love that style of hardcover because the dust jackets are always annoying. And I'm not a big fan of hardcovers, but I loved this and I needed to get the hardcover version of this. So yeah, I've heard this is just a cozy little fantasy read, and I've heard mixed reviews actually. Some people really love it, other people don't really like it. So we'll see. I've heard mixed reviews from both, like from people that I really enjoy, like similar reads like Destiny, Sarah, Rachel. I've heard like mixed reviews from all of them. Like some of them like it, some of them don't like it, some of them are on the fence. So I'm really interested if I'm gonna like this or not. But I've heard it's just like a nice cozy little fantasy. So this will be great for like if I have a day off of work and it's like a rainy day. I feel like I'm gonna read this in like one sitting. A nice little cozy fantasy here. Alright, then I actually just got this one from the library, but it's The Reappearance of Rachel Price. This is by Holly Jackson. She wrote like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and everything. And I've been wanting to get caught up on some of her other books, and this one especially sounds so interesting and good. I actually got it from the library because I don't want to buy it in hardcover, but I wanted to really read it, so I have it here. It's another like mystery. This one is actually a standalone, which I really enjoy. I love series, but I feel like with like mysteries and stuff like that, I'm not as invested throughout like multiple books, so I love a good standalone mystery. It sounds so interesting. I'm so interested in reading this. Okay, so next I have Lockwood & Co. And this first one is The Screaming Staircase. I actually have all 5 books. I will admit I have all 5 books. I got them on like a sale, all of that stuff. But I got these books because I saw the next Netflix show and I absolutely loved it. The Netflix show was based on the first 2 books. And I've heard amazing things about the rest of the books. It sadly got canceled after the first season, which is tragic. At least we have books to read from, so the story does continue, at least for me who hasn't read the books before. So I'm really excited to read these, and they're giving like spooky and fall vibes and cozy vibes. So I figured this is the perfect time of year to read them because it has to do a lot with ghosts and stuff, so yeah. Then I have my other Holly Jackson book, 5 Survive, which is actually now out in paperback, but I just got this at the same time as The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Another standalone mystery thriller type book. I feel like Holly Jackson's books are like perfect for me because like they are a little scary, but even I can handle them still, especially if I read them during the day. But yeah, because I'm not a big person that's into thrillers. I do like a good mystery, but I feel like there's got to be another subplot going on with that. So I'm interested if I'm going to like this one and the other one. Because I know with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, there's like the subplot of romance and everything. But yeah, I've heard amazing things. I've heard just like amazing things about all of Holly Jackson's books. And I've read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. So yes, another mystery thriller. Hopefully I don't get too scared. Might have to read this in the morning, and that's it. I might not be able to read this at night, but it's fine because I get scared so easily. I cannot read thrillers at all. So YA thrillers are the way to go for me. Even then, they're still scary for me because I'm a baby. Next, okay, this is Actually, the second book in the Natural series, it's called Killer Instinct. This is the same author as Inheritance Games, Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and actually read the first book of this 4-book series last spring, I think. I think everyone read it. It had like a quick moment where everyone was reading it for like a month or two, and then I never heard of it again. But I really enjoyed these books. I was just in a reading slump by the time I got to the second book, and so I want to pick this back up again because mystery, FBI, teenagers, FBI, mystery, murder, all of that stuff. Very fall vibes. And I really, really enjoyed the series, and I want to continue reading it because it's so good. And it's just such a quick read, too. It's like so fast. Chapters are short. Font is big. So I always love a book I know I'm going to be able to fly through. So, yep, another one, another mystery, actually. I usually don't read that many mysteries, but I have a lot on my TBR right now. Like, every mystery I own is on this TBR this month. Or I guess for this season. Alright, so this one kind of strays from like the autumn vibes, but I'm thinking that I'll probably start reading this in November or something. But it's called A Winter's Promise. I know doesn't have anything to do with like the season, but this book is giving like late fall, early winter vibes. It's a fantasy book, and that's all I know. I know it's amazing. I know everyone really, really loves this series. They think it's amazing. But I actually don't really know anything about it. It's called The Mirror Visitor, and so this is the first book. But yeah, this is more of a fantasy. I've heard it's amazing. I know it gets great reviews, but I could not tell you what it's about. I feel like also in the fall and winter I really get back into fantasies and kind of stray away from romances. Versus like in the spring and summer, I'm really into romances. So a main reason I wanted to pick this up, but I was getting like November vibes from this book. Then a series I've been kind of reading through for the past year or so, just like slowly picking up books here and there, maybe reading a few chapters at a time and then setting it down again. And that is Harry Potter. I want to keep reading the Harry Potter series. I've just been slowly paging through it. I've watched the movies all the way through so many times. I'm rewatching them this fall. And I finally was like, I have to read the books. I've watched the movies so many times. I love the movies. I love the whole world and everything. But I never read the books when I was younger. So right now I'm like towards the end of book 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban. And I just want to continue reading the series because obviously this is like the epitome of autumn. Like, this is autumn in a book. You have to read it in the autumn. Another classic autumn book. Eclipse. I read the first 2 books last fall, and now I want to keep reading the series, so I am on Eclipse. I actually started it briefly, and then didn't get any farther, but I want to pick this series back up. Again, I've seen the movies multiple times all the way through, and I love them. But I never read the books, and the books are really good so far, so I just wanted to keep reading these. Again, another epitome of fall book. Then, this isn't so much as fall vibes, but it is a fantasy series I have been in the middle of for almost a year now, and I need to pick it back up because I always think about it. I just can never bring myself to pick it back up. And it's the Throne of Glass series, specifically the tandem read. I've been telling myself I was gonna pick this back up again for, like I said, almost a year now, and we're still here. I got like 100 pages into Empire of Storms and like 10 pages into Tower of Dawn. I even have the like whole tandem reading checklist right here, ready for me, so I can continue this, but yeah, as you can see, I got a few chapters in, but I was in a reading slump at the time that I picked up the tandem read, which is like the worst possible place in this series to get a reading slump, because it is so intimidating looking at picking this back up. I've absolutely loved the series so far, so it's not anything to do with the series itself. and everything to do with like the over 1,000-page tandem read that I have to do. And it's really intimidating. And I'm gonna have to like watch like a summary video of Queen of Shadows. I know what happens, but I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch of key details that I need for these books. So I'm gonna have to review the series that I've read so far. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some homework before I pick these back up. But I feel like the fall is the perfect time to pick this back up because fantasy, duh. And the last book is another book I'm also actually in the middle of, and that is Iron Flame. I want to finish rereading this. I'm a little over 50% done rereading it. I just want to get it finished before Onyx Storm comes out at the end of January. So again, fantasy, fall vibes. Like, I feel like this is a really good series to read in the fall. So I want to finish this book before the next book comes out. I'm very, very scared. I have it pre-ordered and everything. I'm ready. I don't want to wait anymore, but I'm terrified, and I do want to finish rereading this before the next book comes, so I'm refreshed. But I honestly think I might put this off towards like November, December before I finish the reread, because I kind of want it to be fresh in my mind when I start the next book. So we'll see, but a classic fantasy. Alright, and those are all the books I have kind of on my radar for this autumn, and books I'm kind of in the middle of that give fall vibes, all of that stuff. If you guys have read any of these books and loved them, let me know down below so it motivates me to read them. No spoilers, but let me know the books in here that you've loved and you recommend that I read, and let me know any other fall recommendations that you have. I love fall books and like books that are just cozy. It's not necessarily even like the setting or the time of year the book takes place. As long as the book is cozy, I want to read it in the fall. So yeah, give any more recommendations that you have. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know any other book videos you want to see. Also, go check out, I have a bunch of like van build videos, van build vlogs, all of that fun stuff. So subscribe for that, and yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye guys. I like that. Okay. I'll be back.